And then, too, what's dope, too, the evolution of all the jerseys and stuff, too.
Yeah,
man.
right?
Who got more stuff in their collection than the Hall of Fame, right? And not only that, but shoes, too. They got the Brittany Griner joint in here.
Imagine playing in these right here. Julius was taking off from the free throw in them.
And this is supposed to be great condition, too. This is supposed to be aerodynamic.
Look, he taking off from the free throw with these.
Ooh.
That's killer.
Bringing those things from Rucker Park into the NBA, into organized basketball, then you start, you go during the Dominique Jordan era. That's where, all the creativity for Paul and I and our generation came from, so much that we played and was in the same class with a guy like Vince Carter and, the Ronnie Fields of the world, seeing that creativity from what Mike and Dominique did, coming from what Vince in-game dunks was, come on, man. Like it's...
Can't leave out Sean Kemp.
We can't leave out Sean Kemp, but I'm just talking about the evolution of the in-game dunks, man. There was no better in-game dunkers than any of these guys. Sean Kemp, from Dr. J to, Neat to Vince Carter, man.
Who's kind of the guy that 10, 15, 20 years from now, his jersey could sit next to these guys?
Zion. Zion's probably the best in-game dunker. I can't even say that because we got so many.
Ja Morant.
Ja Morant. We got so many young guys in today's game that's high flying. The Jordan 1 was probably the most wanted and the most sought out shoe that I can ever remember. I've never seen a shoe launch and have this much presence and this much anticipation. And then they had the black and red one that came with no white laces. I don't know about P in my neighborhood, those were the ones. But man, we started hearing about all types of shit. People getting hurt over shoes, and that's when I was like, damn. And I have never seen a shoe that cost $100 before.
No.
Until I seen Jordan.
Right.
Mike Jordan changed the game all the way around.
The whole shoe game.
Whole shoe game, whole basketball game, changed it all. Yes, man.
It's top 2.
Man, Troy, it ain't nothing really bigger than Christian Laettner's last-minute joint, man. That was a crazy game. First off, it was one of the best games in college history.
The best college shot is
Laettner.
Villanova for the win.
Yeah, that was
to win it all.
That was
From 3?
That was nasty.
To win it all. To win it all. The 3 to win it all.
I mean, Laettner had to catch it. Yeah.
That was Final Four, though.
Listen, to win it all, you're right.
To win it all. The Villanova shot.
That shit was hard. That shit was hard.
That was hard.
When I got to Boston, man, I took on a different, I don't want to say attitude, but, I took on a different responsibility. The team that we had so much firepower and so much offensive firepower that I felt like out of all of us, one of us needed to take the stance and be more, priority for defense. So every night, I knew after about 15, 20 games on how many shots I was going to get, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the other way. I'm going to go ahead and lead the defense because the bigs at that time we was the ones responsible for the talk. We was responsible for some of the shows and some of the calls. And so I took it upon myself to really, really be adamant about defense every night. And the guys I was playing with, Perk, Big Baby, P, Leon Poe, they made it fun to communicate. Tony Allen. I was playing with James Posey. I was playing with other guys who, IQ-wise on defense, was just as bright or just as big as mine. So it made the defense easier with people that can communicate, have high basketball IQ. I wasn't even aiming for that. It just went that way, and I was a recipient of it. But that was I think the year I won it was kind of I can definitely say it was an extension of what we had created defensively as a team. I was just kind of the face of it. You could have picked TA for that. You could have picked Perk for that. You could have picked James Posey. We had guys who could really stop you and lock you up. You know what I'm saying? Like real stoppers. So it made it easy or made it more simple to be able to be in those positions, to be able to win such an award. Because you got to have your teammates to win anything individual in this league.